Welcome to the Usajags.fanclub podcast, your number 2 source for anything Jags.
Hello, everybody. My name is Charlie, and I am excited to share the first ever episode of Usajags.fanclub podcast. I'm joined by 2 of the biggest Jag fans in the country. You want to introduce yourself, you guys?
Yeah, I'll go first. My name is Caleb. I'm here on the Usajags.fanclub podcast. Just a big South fan. That's what I am.
Yeah.
Go Jags.
All right. My name's Luke. Again, huge South fan. You know, and you'll be hearing from us every week on Wednesdays, this podcast. So we're excited to do it. Excited for everyone to listen.
We have we're 3 of the dumbest sports fans. We have some really dumb takes.
That's true.
But that's what you're here for.
Yeah. We figured we'd share it with the world.
We want everyone to hear
takes.
our terrible takes.
Yes. Yeah. So you can find us on YouTube at usajags.fanclub podcast. You can find us on Twitter at usajags_fanclub. Rest in peace. You can find us on Instagram at usajags.fanclub and also on Spotify at usajags.fanclub. If you haven't ever heard of us before, it started off as a really bad Instagram meme account. It grew. It got hacked.
So we're on our new page.
Yeah, we're on a new page now. There's a Twitter. And we just all around support everything South Alabama because, you know, I'm going to be honest, I hear a lot of stuff for South. It's all football. I love football. But we're the Boobas champs. We have the Boobas Cup.
Yeah.
So
it's just more than just football.
Yeah. I mean, we're in everything school. We're amazing at everything. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's just we need to share South with everybody.
Yeah. I agree. Yep.
All right. So for this week, first ever episode, we're going to talk about what's happened so far with South, all the different sport games that we've had. We're going to talk about our most hated teams in the SunBelt. That one's a fun conversation.
Yeah.
We also have our second ever interview.
One didn't go too well, but
I did not misspeak. It's our second interview on our first episode.
Yeah.
With Dorian Curry. It was a great interview. We
happened to not be recording.
The
first
we're having some trial by fire. We're learning as we go. Thank you to Dorian for being a good sport with it.
Yeah.
But it was still a great second interview.
Yeah.
So he is our first recurring guest. So shout out to him.
on our first episode.
Sure.
Yeah. For the first episode, recurring guest. Now, I don't think that's ever been done before.
You heard it here first. It's a first.
And then we'll also talk about what's to come for South Alabama. So why don't we get straight into it, guys?
All right, so we got soccer, women's soccer. I mean, this team is good. I mean, we're really good. I mean, we beat Nichols 5-0. I mean, that's a dub.
Shutout.
It's a shutout. Yeah.
Shutout. I mean, all of these games are shutouts. Alcorn State 8-0.
Blowout.
Wait, are we sure this is soccer?
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading these scores.
I feel like soccer's like low scoring, so our offense is good.
Yeah.
All right.
Queens 3-0, and then currently we're playing Kennesaw State.
So yeah, by the time this comes out, everybody will know that's a dub. But as of this moment of recording, it's not final yet. But
Yeah.
I mean, we all know it's a win.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood.
So soccer's been killing it. They're 3-0 to start the year. Fun fact I found: Jags are number 2 in the country in shots per game.
That's crazy.
Number 2 in the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Two in
So
the country.
yeah, so we just
Out of everybody.
shoot.
I mean, put them up there.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
Rank us, you cowards. Rank us.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and Jasmine Green leads the team right now with 3 goals. So I mean, she's still on fire from last year.
Yep.
So that's amazing.
And the South defense has only let opponents take 6 shots all season.
So we're number 2 in the country in shots per game, or shots per
Shots
game.
taken, yeah.
But then we also have only allowed 6. So I mean, it's not even close.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we have volleyball. Caleb, you want to take that away?
Yeah. So volleyball. So far we've got a W, of course, against Stephen F. Austin, 3-1. We also beat Jackson State 3-1.
Okay, 2 wins.
Seems like a familiar score.
Yeah.
And then Tulane.
If you had to take bets, what would be the final score of that one?
I'm saying 3-1.
3-1.
They're consistent.
Okay. Yeah.
They're consistent. Consistently good, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's undefeated. So South has, as of the moment, I know I'm just going to jinx it by saying this, but as of this moment, South has not lost a game all year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Undefeated. Nobody can beat South.
Go Jags, baby.
Go Jags. One thing that I found for volleyball, did you know that South is 21-1 since Coach Ortiz took over 2 years ago? They've only lost one home game. I said 21-1 at home. So they've only lost one home game.
I mean, that's like dominance.
Since
like,
we've been at South.
That's dominance.
Yeah. That's insane. Because they've had some big schools. I remember like Ole Miss came. Of course, everybody knows the powerhouse Jackson State and Stephen F. Austin are. I mean, we made them look silly.
The home court advantage is real, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Jag Gym is popping.
Yeah.
It's popping. That's what's happened so far. We have, again, a great episode. Can't wait to listen to Dorian for the second time.
Yep.
I know y'all will too.
Stay tuned for that.
Yes. So let's now, I guess we're going to kick it to our most hated team in the SunBelt. All right. Now let's talk about our most hated teams in the SunBelt. Now, obviously, the most hated teams in the SunBelt for us are and Southern. But let's talk about some of these other teams that we hate. I'll get us started. I personally cannot stand James Madison University.
Why is that?
Well, they come from like the Coastal Atlantic Conference, and they were the big dogs there. They're playing like nobodies in FCS, and they come into the Sun Belt and think that they're all that. They're the top dog, pun intended, because they are the dogs. Yeah. But they come in and they just think that they are automatically number one. Yeah, they're good in a lot of sports, but they just talk so much crap. They think that they're so much better than everybody else, and they're not. I watched a softball game. It was them versus Louisiana Lafayette. And the James Madison reporter was like, these are the two best teams in the Sun Belt. Who eliminated them in the Sun Belt tournament? South Alabama.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to sit there and say that you're the best two teams, and then you get eliminated in the first round by South, like, really, what are we doing here?
Yeah, you have nothing to back that up. I mean, you literally got
I
put
also
out.
definitely did have a little spat on Twitter with a James Madison reporter. He may or may not have called one of our personal favorite, Owen White's.
That's right.
He called Owen White a dirty player. May or may not have gone a little far with that, but that's besides the point.
Besides the point.
Yeah.
All right, so that's mine. I can't stand James Madison. I'm glad they moved up. Always for teams moving up, but like.
But when you enter, you got to be on the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't come in.
I'm all
and
for being confident and cocky, but like have a little bit of humility.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb, who do you got?
My least favorite team, my most hated team, it's got to be Louisiana.
Lafayette. Don't forget the Lafayette.
Yeah, Lafayette. Is that new? Maybe
No,
that's why
no. I think they're trying to get rid of it.
Oh.
I think that they think they're
Okay.
better than that. But
Interesting.
Okay, well, we need to keep that in, though.
Yeah. It makes them mad. So.
Well, no, I mean, there's that. They're the Raging Cajuns. Like, what are you mad about? You know what I mean? So, like, no. Okay, so this kind of goes to my experience with why I don't like Louisiana. All right,
Okay.
and the basketball tournament last year, right?
Obviously.
We had low expectations with where we were seated.
I would say below
Expectations of where we were seated, but we proved everyone wrong. Went all the way to the championship.
Yes, sir.
And
Go
then
Jags.
I've heard of sore losers. I've never heard of sore winners until I seen Louisiana beat us off in that heartbreaking loss. Yeah, no, they were like their fans were going crazy, and like they were like had some choice words for a couple of our fans.
Go
It's
Jags.
like, you won, just go home.
Did they say go Jags?
I don't think those were the choice words you were talking about.
Okay.
No, not those kind of words. But that's my least favorite team. I also don't like how they pretend that they're the big dogs. Still,
Yeah,
there's like their time is in the past.
Yes. Yeah.
There's more rising programs. South Alabama.
Yeah, it's time for the Jags.
Time for the Jags.
Time for the Jags, baby.
All right, Luke, who you got?
Coming out of left field a little bit with this one, but I feel like Old Dominion. I mean,
What?
yes, Old Dominion. I don't know, something about them. I just cannot stand.
I hardly know anything about. Like, they're probably the least known team I know in the Sun Belt.
I know, but I just cannot get behind them. just from, well, and especially in basketball, just there's a couple players that we were at the South Alabama Old Dominion basketball game, and obviously there's some trash talking going on, and one of the players decides to flip a few of us off. So, well, obviously we had to let them know, that this is South, and they aren't gonna disrespect us like that. So
Can't do that here.
So, well, he proceeded to then score 0 points in the second half, and just proceeded to get benched.
See,
So-
you can't flip anybody off and then proceed to not score.
Oh, exactly. Like, that is like the worst thing you could do. I mean, then he sat on the bench and we're screaming at him the entire time. It's like just letting him know how bad he messed up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a good look for that.
No, it's not.
Yeah. No, I actually have a story about Old Dominion. Not necessarily why I hate them, but maybe why they hate me.
This is good.
We were out there, the band was coming down. We were down there on the field, and a player comes up, and he starts talking smack to the band members, and I just see them
To the band?
communicating back and forth. Yeah, so I thought he said "F you,"
Yeah.
"F y'all,"
Yeah.
to the band. And I was like, oh, what a class act by this guy.
for real.
You know what I mean?
You gotta sit there and talk trash to the
Yeah,
band.
seriously. So I was like, well, that's why you're 2-9.
Something like that.
I mean,
3-4 wins, whatever it was, whatever their bad record was.
Yeah.
And turns out he said, I F with y'all.
Oh.
So things got pretty awkward pretty quickly there.
But he was a little bit confused.
Yeah, I was told that afterwards, and he gave me a confused but mean look after I said that. So.
Yeah, you can't really trash talk when they're trying to be nice to you. It's not really a good look.
No.
Yeah.
I understand why maybe that basketball player flipped you off. Maybe they're friends. The football player.
Oh,
basketball
maybe.
player.
I mean, that goes to Old Dominion. I mean, like,
There can't be too many people that go there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I know
Oh, yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
about. Don't fact check any of this. But there has to be only like 20 people that go to Old Dominion.
Right. Like, who makes a committed to Old Dominion?
yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
That wraps up this segment. Next up, we got Dorian Curry with us.
all right. Let's go, Jags. And now we are joined by one of the best athletes at South, a vlogger. We'll get into that later. And he is also the record holder for both the indoor and outdoor high jump.
That's right.
Welcome to Mr. Dorian Curry.
Wow. Applause. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
We're honored to have you. Really are.
I'm excited to be here.
So we just want to start off with asking, do you know your records?
I do. I actually look at them every day. We have a not like that, but we have a poster in our hallway of our track and field, and it has all the records on there that we have. And
Oh, wow.
Indoor is 215, which is 7 feet, and outdoor is 217, which is 7'1". But since I'm on here, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. And the other day, I was practicing and took a couple jumps, and from 5 steps, usually I take around like 10. I jumped over my PR. So
Wow. Big things coming.
big things coming,
Yeah.
hopefully. Big
Okay.
things coming.
All right.
Big things coming.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard it here first. So hey, come back to this. Come back to this.
Yeah.
For everyone listening on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
That's another thing. You have a YouTube.
I do.
Vlog. You want to plug it?
Oh, my YouTube is Dorian Curry. That's it. Just my name. Nothing fancy.
Easy to find.
Yeah, I do kind of what an athlete goes through. Athlete perspective of college. It's a lot of training, but also you try to get a lot of schoolwork in. But I don't only just do YouTube and sports. I also do photography and videography. So if you want to go follow that as well, Curry did it. And I also, I have a full-time business. I have a job. Like I have a license to do it.
Oh, wow.
An LLC and everything. So if you need help, hey, come hit me up.
We definitely don't have a license to do this, but
Yeah.
Do you need a license to do
I
a
don't
podcast?
know. I feel like not, but
The only thing I've heard about podcasts is the most people that make it is if you stay consistent. So
Yeah.
I'm giving you all a little hint
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stay
Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah.
I'll be listening.
we won't know if we can't do this until after it comes out. So when it gets
Okay,
taken
okay.
down.
I will say we are not officially affiliated with the University of South Alabama.
Oh, plug that in.
Just
Yeah,
put
yeah,
that out
yeah,
there.
Put that
We
in,
are
put
not
that in there.
officially
We're just 3
affiliated.
guys, and a guest just
Four
talking about
best friends
Yeah.
just sitting on the couch, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What?
What were you saying?
I said we're 4 best friends.
Oh,
sitting on the
okay.
couch. Yeah.
I was like, what did you say? But, you know, I'm excited to be here. Not affiliated with South Alabama, these guys are. But, you know, I'm excited to be here.
Well,
Go Jags.
You are.
I am.
Yeah,
I have definitely been affiliated for the past 3 years. Going on 4 now. Go Jags, you know.
Go Jags.
Jason.
That's right.
So that brings me to my next question. What made you pick South?
Oh. Not because I loved it at first. It was definitely because I looked really good in the uniform. If you don't look good, you won't play good. So, you know, you got to choose which one you want.
Yeah.
And, but no, in all seriousness, I wasn't that good in high school. I didn't have many choices, and I was from Mobile. So, I mean, there was a couple colleges I could have went to, like Spring Hill, UM, maybe even like going a little bit farther. But ultimately, I looked good in the uniform and decided to choose it. And, you know, I look really good in the uniform.
Yeah.
So that's why I came here. And, I mean, I've stayed now because I love the team and just love everybody here.
Yeah.
I think we're on our way to getting another jersey.
Yeah.
I think it's coming up. Maybe not this year, but the next. I can definitely see it because we've been talking to our coaches and the AD and stuff like that. So it should be coming soon. I think it might be an all-white one, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
An all-white would be tough.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, I personally think like all athletics look faster in white. We've had this conversation before.
We have this argument like every once in a while.
I think when we wear white, we look faster.
Compared to a darker color looking slower.
Yeah.
I agree. I see what you're saying from that.
Okay.
I
It's
feel
like
you can
mentally.
move- It's mentally.
Yeah.
It's mentally. And like I said, look good, feel good, play good.
Exactly.
It's the
Yeah.
all-white.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
loves the
Yeah.
all-white combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, white it out. So I got another question related to uniforms. What athletic program do you think has the best uniforms on campus?
The best like competition wear,
Yeah.
volleyball.
Volleyball?
Volleyball got new jerseys this year, and they are sweet. My favorite thing is South spelled out, but in cursive. Whenever there's
that's
a cursive
tough.
on it, that's what volleyball has now, and those jerseys are nice.
Yeah.
I mean, a close second is probably either soccer or football.
Okay.
But yeah, volleyball jerseys has those new cursive on it, and I just really like it.
See, I like the softball ones.
Ooh,
I like the softball.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think about
Yeah,
softball.
yeah.
They slept on.
Yeah.
So I got a question about the sporting events as we're mentioning them. Do athletes support other athletes when it comes to different sports? Or are you like, is there a little bias towards certain sports? You know,
Okay.
like football gets a lot of attention because it
It's
like
football.
makes money.
Yeah.
And it's
You know,
basketball
just-
gets a lot of attention
yeah.
because it's
Does
basketball.
that bother you at all?
Not necessarily. I mean, it kind of does, but I can understand not wanting to come out to a track meet for an entire day to watch us compete. But I mean, pick people that you really like and come out there and watch them compete.
Yeah.
It's not that hard because you're just going to be out there for a couple minutes, watch them compete, and then you can leave and then come back later. It's not like, and you don't have to pay to get into our meets or anything. You just walk in. And
Yeah.
so it's like, I feel like it's not that hard to come watch us compete. I'm not saying you got to stay the entire day for the entire meet. I'm just saying, like, if you can just come watch someone compete, that I don't think you understand how much that means to an athlete.
The little support.
It's a little support. But I would say out of the best teams to go support other teams, I'm not even trying to be biased, it's track and field. Because if you go to any sporting event, there is some track and field athletes there. We all go to football games. Track and field is probably the biggest part of the student section because we all go and stand in one spot. And right behind the team, and we cheer on our football team. We're all at the basketball games sitting together.
Yeah.
Most of us go to volleyball games. Most of us go to the soccer games. I mean, I've only been to 1 or 2 tennis games, or matches, I'd say. 1 or 2 tennis matches, but I know a bunch of our teammates go and watch them. I see it on their story when they're playing. And then I've even seen some of our teammates go to golf matches. So I'd say the biggest supporters on there is track and field, and I mean, we probably get the least support. So
everybody else needs to step up.
everybody needs to step
Yeah.
up. I'm not saying come the whole meet, but just come for a little bit, watch some people compete. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a question. So is there one school or maybe a player or jumper from another school that you jump extra high when you see that they're in first?
Biggest rival, I'd say Ali from ULM. He's won. He won the championship. He won the gold, indoor and out. But I mean, I can't be mad at him. You can't hate him. He's one of the nicest guys I have ever met in my life. He's from Turkey. He's really good. He's really fun, exciting to watch, and I think we just put on a show every time me and him compete together. Everybody always comes and watches jumps together, and I would quote unquote say we put on a show for everybody. Everybody's laughing, getting into it. We get the crowd pumped. Like, it's just a fun experience jumping with him. But at the same time, he is my rival, and we battle it out when it comes down to it. But it's like it's a love rivalry. It's not like a hate. I don't got beef with him.
Yeah.
That's good. So where do you said you and him compete? I didn't hear a third name.
Is there any?
Is that just you two?
It's just.
And then
There's a third. There's someone that comes in third every year.
But is there a drop off?
Kind of. So me and Ali consistently at every conference championship have hit 7 feet, and then usually third's probably like 6'10" or 6'9". 6'7".
So there is kind of a drop off.
There kind of is a drop off. I mean, I can see them building their way up, but as of right now, there's not really many people in the conference jumping with us consistently on a consistent basis. Like, they might have a big jump day, but like on a consistent basis, there's not really many people in our conference that are jumping head to head next to us.
Yeah. All right, so I've got a question. If you had to pick another school team to be on, what would it be?
Hands down, soccer. Without a doubt, soccer.
What's that?
Best team on campus.
Oh, okay.
Bold statement.
Yeah,
Bold
I mean,
statement.
it's fair.
like best athletic team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're good. They're really good.
Really, really good. We all know that. It's not even a bias type vibes. It's just we are. I mean, the soccer team is the best. I mean, if you look at the championships, they have the records. They back up. They talk, and they back up their talk.
They can back up their records.
And second, I'd probably choose basketball or volleyball. I'm not really like a big football guy. I mean, I'll support them, but not for me. I just don't think it's not there. I mean, they had a good year last year. Props to them, and I think they're gonna have a really good year this year.
Yeah,
not a team I'd be on. Love the guys, support them. Hope they go really far and win the championship and all. But soccer, hands down, the best team on campus.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair.
I agree.
All right, so I got another question for you.
Okay.
How many armadillos do you think you could take in a fight?
How many armadillos?
Yeah, hard hitting.
Very hard hitting question.
Yeah.
Armadillos.
How many armadillos would it take to beat you in a fight?
Do I have anything as a weapon? Do I get one weapon of choice?
No.
No?
Bare fist.
Yeah.
Bare fist? Feet and fist. I think I could. How many's going to take me out? I think it's going to have to be. I want to say 65.
65.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a precise number. Have you thought about this before?
No, I'm just thinking how many I can kick and punch and throw until it's like, all right, there's too many of these. And I think 65 is around where I'm going to cap out. 50, I'm going to really struggle.
Yeah.
But I think I'll be able to make it to 65.
All right, so when you leave, we have 65 armadillos.
Oh, snap. I'll probably just take off running. At that point.
Okay, so I think we got one last question, final question.
And then I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
Y'all go first then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is brought to you by our sponsor. We don't have one. I just want to say that.
Okay. Actually, you can throw the sponsor is Curry Did It.
Okay,
I got y'all. I'll sponsor y'all.
Right,
I got y'all.
There we go. So brought to you by our sponsor, Curry Did It. So if you were to write an autobiography tomorrow, what would you name it?
Dorian's Historians, or Who Did It? Curry Did It.
Oh, that's a good one.
I got a couple. If you want.
Okay, let me
All right.
put them to me.
All right, Jump, a story of new heights.
That's probably one of the toughest book handles, or what is it? What do you call it? Title.
I guess. We read a lot.
I don't read a lot.
We read a lot.
I'm pretty sure the last book I read was Indian in the Cupboard.
Yeah.
That was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So that lets you know anything.
Then I got one more book.
Okay, what's the other one?
How going on Usajags.fanclub podcast changed my life forever. The Dorian Curry story.
What'd you think of that?
What I think about that?
Yeah.
I think it needs to be put in acronyms.
It just be a really big.
Yeah,
book.
we'll just make the book really big so we can fit all that in.
Like, are we talking about like 6 feet, 7 feet? Okay, that's a lot really big. I'm at like 10, 15 inches.
We're talking about 2.15 meters.
Oh wow, that looks huge. Yeah. All right, I have a couple questions for y'all now.
All right.
Okay. Would y'all be willing to stand under the bar as I jump over it? For a video.
Yeah. I got.
Oh, I definitely would be.
Yeah.
Y'all got faith in me?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, because you're the best to do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I'm the best to do it, man.
That's South Alabama.
I mean,
South Alabama. Are you
yeah.
not the best to do it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all have faith in me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 100%, no doubt.
I mean, I might close my eyes, but
No, I'm keeping them open. I mean, I had 100%.
I'm not
trust.
even flinching.
You're not even flinching? Just stone cold. All right, question number 2.
Okay.
All right.
How? I'm just kidding. All right, real question is, do you think there are more wheels or doors on this earth? Not, like I ask everybody this question, and I need to know.
I feel like it's gotta be doors.
That's tough. Because you think about like how many cars and like
Let me
vehicles
put you on
use
game. Let me
wheels.
put you on game. Okay. Think about Hot Wheels.
Yeah, those are 4 wheels per
Does
tiny
the door
little
have
thing.
to be working?
Yeah. 'cause
Opens.
There's doors.
It's got to open.
Okay.
Yeah, but think about cabinet doors.
All right, and whenever you have cabinets, and then when you have the drawers,
Are drawers
whenever you
counted as
pull it
doors?
out, there's wheels that are rolling.
Ooh.
Think about
Yeah.
18 wheelers. Think about offices. How many chairs, rolling chairs are in there?
That's
That's
5
true.
per chair, pretty much.
Yeah, just about.
That's true. I didn't even think about
See?
that. Yeah.
I
Look at
feel
that.
like it's got to be wheels.
And then motorcycles just have 2 wheels
but no doors.
with no doors.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's 2 doors but 4 wheels on a car. You know what I'm saying? There might be a 2-door car.
Yeah.
There's 4 wheels.
Yeah.
Did he change your mind?
I think he did. Yeah. You
Yeah.
definitely did.
You're
change
welcome.
it.
There you go,
persuasive.
everybody. There are
Yeah.
definitely more wheels than doors. Water is wet, and that is it. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Dorian.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Go Jags.
All right, and to end this week's episode,
The first ever episode.
that's right. We're looking ahead at this week's games that we've got coming up. Let's
Whole
start.
lot
in-
of W's.
A
That's right.
whole lot of W's.
Let's start in women's soccer. September 1st, we'll play at Lamar.
That's a dub.
Then September 3rd, we'll play at McNeese State.
Guess what?
What?
That's another dub.
That is right.
2 wins in 1 week on the road. Can't ask for much better. Of course, you know, if it was at home at the cage,
Yeah.
to where we could watch in person. But you know what? A win's a win,
That's right.
and that's 2 wins right there.
That's right.
I mean, I don't see anything that's
There's nothing wrong with that.
no,
There's
nothing wrong with that. I'll take a win.
Exactly.
You know, it might be McNeese State and Lamar, but that's 2 wins right there.
Yeah.
So
Gotta
official,
eat your cupcakes.
gotta eat them.
Gotta eat them cupcakes.
USA Jags Fan Club Podcast official prediction 2-0 for soccer.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, 2-0.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on to volleyball. They're going to travel on the road for the first time this season. They're going to the Clemson Invitational. They're going to be playing Green Bay, not the Packers, just Green Bay.
All right. Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Clemson and then Western Carolina. They're going to be playing September 1st through the 3rd. So, I mean, what is that, 3 dubs?
Oh, I think so.
Three?
I think that'd be a good game
That
to.
Clemson game, that's looking
Yeah.
huge.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big team.
looking huge.
I don't know if 100% sure how good at volleyball Clemson is.
But hey, if that's a splash.
But I do
It's a
know
big
one thing.
brand.
They're not as good as the Jags. So,
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, so 3 dubs. I mean, you get to beat the Packers and Clemson in the same weekend. I mean,
I mean, that's really good.
what? Talk about a first road trip of the season. I'm pretty sure it's the first road trip. Again, fact checking, not is our
Allegedly.
biggest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Don't ever fact check anything we say
Yeah.
because it's probably wrong.
I mean, speaking of road trips,
Oh, yeah?
September 2nd,
What's going
this
on
is
September
it.
2nd?
first football game of the year. Uh-oh.
Okay. Uh-oh.
At Tulane on ESPNU.
Okay.
So
National
go to the
TV?
game, but
National TV.
recorded, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
record it so you can find yourself on camera.
Yeah, at the game.
Yeah, when
Be
you
sure
get
to
home.
be at the game.
Yeah. And then also listen to USA Jags Fan Club podcast while you're watching the game when you get home.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, make sure to
That's
click
right.
like and subscribe,
On YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah, like and subscribe. So let's talk about this Tulane game. One thing I found interesting, their stadium name. What is it? Yeoman Stadium.
Ugh. What kind of name is that?
I don't know. I didn't care to find out, but it's just nasty. Yeoman Stadium.
That's not a good name.
No, it's not.
No.
Nothing like Hancock Whitney Stadium.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's a pretty good name.
Yeoman Stadium. I just I can't get past that. Like, why are we having to go to Yeoman Stadium?
Yeah. I mean, they should be coming. I mean, Hancock Whitney's brand spanking new.
I know their stadium's kind of new, but it's not as new as ours.
It's not exactly.
No, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And it's in Louisiana. I mean, yeah.
Mm.
All right. So another thing about the ESPNU game at 7 p.m. on September 2nd. Did y'all see how much of a chance ESPN gives us?
No, I did not.
They give South a 25.6% chance of beating Tulane.
That's just disrespectful.
That's whiteboard material right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
white boy.
Kane's gonna have them boys ready to play.
Yeah. I mean, yes, they may or may not have been the Cotton Bowl champs from last year, but that was last season. Like we said
It's a
earlier,
new season.
It's a completely new season.
New players. I mean,
Yeah.
their running back, Tajay Spears, he's gone.
He's gone.
They leaned heavy on him last year.
And you know who's back? LaDamian Webb.
That's right.
That's right.
I mean, so what are we talking about here? I mean, I don't even know their quarterback's name, but it doesn't really matter because he's not Carter Bradley.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you he's not on a watch list.
Maybe he's on a few, but
I doubt it. I mean, it's not important. He's not going to win
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all Carter Bradleys. So that's another thing to look at for this game. Another thing, so we are 1-1 all time against them. So
ready to make it 2-1.
2-1. So
for the Jags.
we have the all-time record.
Yeah.
After the September 2nd. Y'all have anything else about this game?
I think we should do some score predictions.
Score predictions?
predictions?
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
you
you
put
want
me
me
on
to
the
lead off?
spot.
I think I'll lead it off.
Okay.
I've been thinking long and hard about this one. I really have, boys. And I think 38-34 South
You
Alabama.
think it's going to be that close?
I think it's going to be close, but I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
You're wrong. You're just
I mean,
wrong.
that's just what I've been thinking.
It could be.
I mean, I think it's going to be a good game. It's two of the best group of 5 teams
so
in the
you're
land.
just ignoring the fact that like we brought back our entire defense.
Oh, I'm just saying that they're good. I mean, it's two good teams.
Well, you know, they got to get back in a rhythm.
Yeah.
It takes
And
any
they're-
team time to get back in a rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
And I could be wrong. I mean, they could be
You
looking
are
ahead.
wrong, but-
They have Ole Miss week 2. They
Yeah.
could be looking ahead. I mean, if I had a group of 5 team, if
They ain't
the
ready.
week before, they aren't going to be ready.
they ain't ready.
I mean, they're going to be scouting Ole Miss, seeing what they do. I mean, they
Yeah.
aren't going to be preparing for the Jags.
I guess I'll go next. I say it's going to be 42. I think it's not all offense. I think we're going to get a defensive touchdown in this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
42-24. I think it's
Yeah.
over by halftime. I think Carter Bradley throws.
cruise.
Yeah, he throws for like 3 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I think it's not going to be close from the
that's
start.
Get off to a
All
hot
right.
start.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I got, for my prediction, I got South winning 28-17.
Oh,
A little bit lower scoring.
Okay.
I think the defense shows up.
Okay.
I think Yan Banks starts out with an interception.
That's right.
Maybe even 2.
You know, he's pretty used to it at this point. But you know, I think the defense steps up. I think LaDamian Webb and the run game takes over. You know,
Yeah.
time management. Next thing you know,
Now,
leave with the dub.
one thing I forgot to mention, Luke, that probably affects your score prediction. Do you know Tulane's offensive coordinator's name?
No, I do not.
It's Slade Neagle. That's
Ooh.
just a weird name.
That's a weird name.
I feel like-
I think I might be.
It's almost like
changing my-
candy. It's
Yeah.
like a candy name. Like I feel like he's probably gonna do like a lot of trick stuff.
Yeah.
He's gonna think he's cool. I mean, hey, my name's Slade. I'm about to do a lot of trick plays.
Yeah.
Which it's not gonna work against South.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not on our defense.
No. All right, so that was our score prediction for the Tulane game. And just to remind y'all, volleyball travels to the Clemson Invitational, and soccer plays at Lamar and McNeese State. As always, go Jags, everybody.
Go Jags.
We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.